Welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Todd Champion. This is Camping with Champion, and tonight I'm going to try and do a 3-story triple hammock stealth camp. I am currently in the woods right beside this chicken plant. So I came in through the back way, and I think I have found the perfect spot to set up my triple hammocks. These hammocks are really cool. Never used one like this before. They're triangle hammocks. I'll show you what they look like in just a minute. I gotta hurry, and hopefully these don't take too long to set up because I've never set anything like this up before. I bought 3 of these triangle hammocks. They're supposed to be like 10 foot by 10 foot by 10 foot. They come with some straps, but I realized the straps don't have any kind of connectors or ratchets on them. So I went and bought a bunch of these ratchet straps to use with them. Hopefully between all those, I can get this thing set up. It did come with these 3 carabiners, but like I said, there was no connector on the strap, so I'm just gonna have to tie a knot around them, I guess. These are pockets, I believe, that hang underneath, and here is the hammock itself. So I had a little bit of trouble locating 3 trees in a triangle that I thought would work, but hopefully the spot I'm in now will work out. Okay, so I completely underestimated how much room it was gonna take to set these up. I need a much larger area with trees much farther apart. So I think I found a different spot that hopefully will work. I actually was gonna do this yesterday. Then I discovered I can't do what I wanna do without a ladder, and I didn't own a ladder. So I found this one on Facebook Marketplace, and the guy who sold it to me was actually a subscriber, so that's really cool. Thank you, Charles, for giving me a good deal on this little step ladder. And if I fall, I will be suing you. Okay. So since I want this to be 3 stories, I need to start off with the top story first, hang that up, and then work my way down, I think. That's what I'm gonna do anyways. Okay. 1 strap done, 8 straps to go. Still not working. The trees that you need for a triangle hammock have to be just like perfectly kind of lined up. Let me show you what I'm talking about. These 2 are good, but the 3rd tree was too close, and it's not lined up properly anyways. Even if I was able to attach it to this tree, that has way too much slack. So I tried moving back to this tree back here, but then it doesn't line up properly, and you still have all this hang. So this is a little more complicated to get dialed in than I thought it would be. So I think I'm going to unhook the strap over here, move it to another tree farther away, because I think the farther away the trees are, the easier it'll be to dial it in. That did not work either. Gonna have to try another set of trees. Dang. I moved the hammock around a little bit, and I felt my hand burning. I looked down, now this is sticking out of it. Look at that freaking thorn. That's from one of those trees that just has like thorns growing off the limbs. But it's in there pretty good. Oh! Oh! Oof. All right, back to work. I'm sweating. I got 1 hammock up. Look at this. There it is. That's pretty freaking high up there. It's already getting dark though. I still got to get 2 more somehow. It just got dark too fast. I couldn't get it all set up, so I'm just gonna have to give up on this one. That's what I would say if I was a quitter. Seriously though, I am going to leave, and I'm going to come back tomorrow and do the camp then, because I don't want to. I can get the other 2 up, but I don't know how long that's going to take me, and it's already dark out here, so that's not going to be very fun. So I'm going to pack most of my gear up, and I'm going to leave the hammock up here in the tree, because I don't expect anyone to come through these woods, and hopefully if they do, they don't scale the tree and steal my triangle hammock. But if they do, we'll have a 2-story hammock camp tomorrow. But I'll be back in the morning. Now that I have the 3 trees all picked out, I should be able to get the other 2 hammocks up pretty quickly. So let's go ahead and start doing that. I just noticed there's a guard shack right through there. So I'm gonna stay tucked in the woods tonight just to be safe. As long as I stay in the woods and don't go back out like I just did, I don't think I have too much of a risk, but I don't like saying that because getting overconfident is when stuff happens. I stashed this ladder back here last night so I wouldn't have to carry it back in, and luckily no one found it and stole it. I had ants all over me. Dang it. Now I'm gonna be itching for sure. One more strap and then we're done. Nothing left to do now but just to make sure that all these are nice and tight. I watched some videos on people using these hammocks, and they sag a lot when you get in them, so you really got to make sure they're tight. I know I didn't get the very top hammock as tight as it needs to be, but hopefully I can do that once I get on the bottom hammock. Here goes nothing. Oh, well, I think my ladder just broke. I'm scared to jump on this thing. Okay, I am completely falling off to the side, so I don't think I have it quite right. Oh, if I sleep this way though. Oh yeah, that will be perfect. Yes. Level 2. I probably should have took my boots off first. Oh, this one feels super saggy. I'm gonna have to ratchet this one up a bit. And I can tell it's slanted that way too, so. Oh. Okay, well now this one's just the same level as the first one. Okay, well level 2 definitely needs some work. I don't know, I feel like it's just gonna sag that far down no matter what I do. Let me tighten it up a bit and I'll bring you back. I tightened them up the best I could. Hopefully that helps. Oh. Let's give level 2 another try. Okay, level 2. Ooh. Even though level 2 does sag down to the level of level 1, when you're on level 1, it sags down. So let's give level 3 a try. Let's give level 3 a try. Oh, this feels very loose. Oh, nice. I'm officially on level 3. Even though they are pretty saggy, the only thing I could do about that would be to put them even higher up in the tree, but I don't have a tall enough ladder to go any higher, so this is what we're doing. Still pretty freaking cool though. I think I may sleep on level 3 tonight too. I was trying to get a cool drone shot right here, but I ended up falling off. Luckily, I'm super athletic and just nailed this backflip. Y'all, there's somebody walking around right outside the woods at my truck. I think I'm gonna have to go talk to him. Dang it. Oh yeah, they see me for sure. So I'm definitely gonna have to go talk to these people because they're walking around my truck. And I'm pretty sure I just saw him looking in here. And looks like he's on the phone, so he may be calling the cops. Dang, I hope I'm not about to get ran off after I just set all this up. All right, well, here goes nothing. So I set the camera down right here. I didn't record the guy. I did record our conversation, but I'm not going to use it here because he said that the woods that I was in was on his property. So there was a business, there was two empty businesses, empty buildings back there. And I guess he owns one of them. And he says that somewhere around the front of one of the buildings, he has a private property sign. I never saw that, but I mean, I believe the guy. So that's why I'm not using his audio or anything in here, because obviously if he has a private property sign and that is his property, then I'm in the wrong. So I'm not going to use our conversation. But basically, I just told him I thought it was part of the chicken plant property. And he said no, that he owned it and that I had to go, which was fine, completely understand. I told him it was going to take me a few minutes though, because I did have those 3 triangle hammocks up in the tree. He said that was fine, and he just waited out there while I packed everything up and left. Well, I didn't get any footage of that, but I left the audio on. And he says it's private property, so I gotta go. I didn't see any signs, but he says there's some at the front of that building, so. Okay, well, this sucks. This was a lot of work for nothing. Dang it. All right, well, I gotta take it down. Dang it. I can't believe this is happening again. Last week, I had troubles during that camp too, and I said, from now on, I'm gonna keep a hammock in the truck for emergency camping situations. And if this isn't an emergency camping situation, I don't know what is. It's dark, so there's no way I can find suitable trees to rehang all 3 of those triangle hammocks. But I'm not giving up. I'm gonna go to a spot that I've camped at before, or at least I've camped in that general area where I know I'm allowed to be. And I got some wood in the back of my truck, so I'm gonna have a fire, cook some food, and make the best out of this night. I may even stop by Dollar General on the way there and look in the dumpster. So don't go anywhere. We're still camping. Checking this dumpster real quick. Well, looks like a bunch of trash, but there is a TV in there. Dang it. Yeah, that just looks like regular trash. No luck in that dumpster. If I see another Dollar General on the way to my spot, I'll stop and check that one. Camping with Champion up in a treetop. I tried to stay stealthy, but I still got caught. The night's still early, I don't want to go home. I just need a new place to rest my bones. I have located another Dollar General. We're gonna get lucky this time, y'all. All right, wish me luck. It's been a long time since I found anything good. Well, there is some bananas and some other fruit in there, but I don't see much else. Let's get out of here. I don't think there's any more Dollar Generals between me and the camping spot, so guess we'll just have to settle for camping. I just got to the spot and there is like road construction stuff everywhere, dumpsters. I think I see someone's truck with a camper on the back of it. So I don't know what's going on, but I'm not gonna be able to stay here. Dang it. All right, I'll have to go to a different spot. I think I have found a spot. Right on the lake. Got a couple of trees here that I think are spaced far enough apart. Actually, they may be too close for our hammock, but I think they're gonna work out, so heck yeah. Not stealth camping anymore, so don't have to worry about keeping a low profile. So I'm gonna unload some firewood and get a fire going right off the bat. After that, I'll get the hammock all set up and then I'm gonna cook because I am hungry. I found these fire starters on Amazon for $1 and it was free shipping. So I got them. I'm gonna try them out. They're called Whatchamacallit fire starters. I didn't really need them, but for $1, it's definitely worth a try. If they're really good, I'll go back and order a whole bunch more. They're basically, what it looks like to me is just sawdust, probably with, light's too bright. Sawdust with wax, probably, and then a wick in the middle inside of one of these condiment cup things, but should work. Last week, I lost the light on top of my camera, but I had a backup one that connects to the side, and then the hinge broke on it. So now I have no light on my camera, so I have to use a handheld light to try and light up the area. The wick is very covered in wax as well, so I really didn't want to light up that easily. Oh, there we go. Hopefully this works. I didn't really gather any small tinder, but I do have some dry sticks, and I think those will catch on pretty quickly, especially with a fire starter under them. Got the hammock all set up. These trees were almost too close to get it set up properly, but luckily it just fit, and that'll work just fine. Got the fire going, and I'm gonna get my chair out and have a seat for a minute. Nice. I'm gonna sit here for a few minutes and then I'm gonna cook. Tonight I'm making a spaghetti pizza bake. Basically, it's gonna be spaghetti noodles with marinara and mozzarella and pepperoni. It's gonna be good. I'm just gonna use this camp stove to cook because honestly, I don't feel like going through the trouble of raking hot coals off and heating up the water. It just takes a lot longer than it does to cook on a camp stove. And I am hungry. This is all the regular water I brought, so I hope this is gonna be enough. I have water, but it has electrolytes in it. First thing I'm gonna do is cook these spaghetti noodles. The noodles are all done. Now I'm gonna throw in some pasta sauce and heat that up. This is just great value marinara pasta sauce. That should be plenty. I may have put too much. Okay, I think our sauce is ready. I was just thinking, this isn't really gonna be a spaghetti bake because I'm not baking anything, but I don't know what else to call it. Oh, it scared me. I have these pepperoni slices. I'm just gonna throw them all in here. When I make this at home, I would layer the pepperoni all over the top, then put mozzarella. So I guess that's what I'm gonna do here. I may have brought way too much pepperoni actually. This is gonna be a lot of food. Okay, that's plenty. I'm not gonna, I still have more pepperoni left, but I feel like I already put way too much. Next, I'm gonna put some mozzarella cheese. And I guess I could just turn the stove back on and then mix the mozzarella in there. This is finely shredded mozzarella, so probably melt pretty easily, but before I do that, I'm gonna try and use this butane lighter I have to see if I can't melt the top of it. Oh gosh. I mean, it's kind of working. Here's the final product. It looks pretty good. Hopefully it tastes pretty good as well. Time to give it a try. That's really good. I did forget to put any salt or anything in it though, so if it had a little seasoning, it would be even better. I'm gonna finish eating this. You know what, actually, I do this every time. I always forget about my drink. This is what I have to drink tonight. I've had this before, but it has been a while. This is the Bazooka bubblegum flavored soda. This thing is delicious. Karika got this for me. She knows it's one of my favorites. And I need a bottle opener. Dang it. I was able to pop it open with my knife. I did spill just a little bit though. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. That is so good. Just liquid bubble gum. So freaking good. All right, I'm gonna finish eating. Then we'll read comments from last week's video. I am stuffed, but I still have a little bit of room for dessert. Shout out to a subscriber, Mark. He sent me an entire box. I think there was 32 in the box of Whatchamacallits. These are my favorite candy bar. Thank you so much, Mark. I really appreciate that. But I probably ate, I don't know, half of that pan of spaghetti. It was a lot. I ate it until there was no more mozzarella and pepperonis in each bite. And then I stopped myself. The last 2 days, trying to get this camp done has been rough, but it's all worth it now because I ended up here. Just a nice, peaceful, relaxing camp. I really did want to do the triple hammock thing. Maybe I'll do it again in a future video or something, but a lot of times when you have ideas like that and then like it doesn't work out, it kind of disappoints you and you don't want to revisit it almost, at least for me anyways. All right, I'm gonna finish eating this and then we'll read some comments from last week's video. Another subscriber, Katie and Justin, sent me these dish wipes for washing my dishes. Thank you guys for that. These wipes really do come in handy. I may see if I can sneak down to the water and use them in the lake to wash my pan out because it is super dirty. Well, turns out I don't even need to go down to the water. I mean, this isn't as clean as you would get it in your sink, but I mean, look at that. That's pretty freaking clean. I'd eat out of it again. My wife probably wouldn't. I'm gonna read a few comments from last week's video. It actually got kind of chilly out here. First comment is from Old Gold. Sauerkraut and deviled eggs. That is a bad combo when stuck in a sleeping bag. Yeah, that was a bad combo. I literally was in pain almost the entire night. I can't even remember. I think it was like maybe 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, something like that, when I finally, like, my stomach settled down and I felt like I didn't have to hang around close to a bathroom anymore. Next comment. Billy Jackal Boyd, you always roll with the punches. Another great video. Those deviled eggs look pretty good. Keep it up, brother. Thank you, Billy. I've had to do that this week as well. It's like that sometimes. You just have these nights where things just kind of don't go as planned. And usually that only happens every once in a while, luckily. But it seemed to happen again this week. Next week, hopefully, things will go much smoother. And those eggs were good. I did use way too much mayo, though. This comment is from Sarah Sada. Sarah Sada. Never cooked this for one person before, so I'm just going to cook the entire pack. Makes perfect sense. Something Steve Wallace would do. As long as you stayed in your vehicle, you pose no serious threat. Perhaps they also had eyes on you with their security camera. So, first off, even if I didn't cook the whole pack, I didn't have like a cooler with me or anything, so those hot dogs weren't going to be any good, so I just figured I'd cook them all anyways. And yeah, you're right. Maybe they did just have security cameras on me and they could just see me anyways. So that would make perfect sense as to why they never said, hey, what are you doing, or anything like that. Like, if I had just pulled into the parking lot over there, I wouldn't expect them to come and talk to me, but I'd already been spotted 2 or 3 times before that, parking in another parking lot, farther off by the woods where that airplane is. And I had gotten my scooter out and rode it all around, then put my scooter back up, left, and then went and parked in that parking lot. So they had just seen me all over the place. So I just felt like I was being very suspicious, but they never said anything. Stealth Camp Sweethearts. I just watched one of y'all's videos yesterday. It looks like y'all have night vision or something. Do you have a night vision camera? Because some of your night shots they're like black and white, so it looks like night vision. Anyways, it didn't go as planned, but it sure was entertaining. That was a cool find, but yeah, the roaches would have been a no for us too. Yeah, I hate roaches. Hate them with a passion. So there was no way that I was going in there. We did used to buy roaches though, the big hissing roaches. We would get them and we would feed them to our bearded dragon. Oh, it's so disgusting. Thanks for the comment. Last comment is from Logan Campbell 6157. I've lived in Huntsville my whole life, had no idea that was there. Really? I mean, Huntsville is the rocket city. You had no idea the Space and Rocket Center was there? I don't ever remember not knowing it was there, because in school, we used to go on field trips to the Space and Rocket Center and stuff. So that's crazy. Well, now that you know it's there, you really should go check it out. If you like any kind of space related stuff, it's a freaking awesome place. I love that kind of stuff. All right, y'all, that's gonna do it for the comments. I'm gonna go, I was about to say I'm gonna go to bed, but that's not completely true. Because this is Thursday night, and because I had to come out and do this video tonight, I'm gonna have to edit tonight. So I'm gonna edit probably for about 3 or 4 hours, and then I'll try to get a few hours of sleep before morning. Then I'll wake up and I'll have to go home and finish editing this video. So if the video's late on Friday, tomorrow, that's why. All right, so I'm gonna go edit some video, but then I'm gonna go in my hammock and try and get some sleep. Either way, I will see y'all in the morning. Good night, everybody. Good morning. I'm gonna get up and pack everything away. I gotta get home and finish editing this video. After that though, I'm gonna crash for a while because I probably got like 4 hours, maybe 4 hours of sleep. I'm freaking tired. Let's get going. Kind of sounds you make and you don't even realize it. I just groaned when I got up and I noticed that. That's what made me think about it. But I'll be editing the videos and I'm just constantly going, I feel like summer is officially here. Whenever I can break out the $17 Walmart sleeping bag, that's when I know winter's over. I shouldn't say that. Now watch it freaking snow or something. Got our spot all cleaned up. That is gonna do it for this camp. Started off as a stealth camp, ended up just a regular camp. But hey, anytime you can get out and camp, that's better than not getting out and camping. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I hope you'll come back and watch next Friday's video. All right, y'all. See y'all next week. Bye, everybody.